Hi guys, how is it going? Welcome back to another video. Today, guys, we have basically the Champions League review for Real Madrid. Obviously, Real Madrid played today against Juventus. And before I continue, I want to thank all of you for passing by for this video, man. This means a lot. I love this channel, and I'm willing, to keep working. If like I said, you gotta leave a comment, if you leave a like, if we can reach the 10 likes, that'll be amazing for you, for me, obviously. But yeah, guys, this video is not for El Clásico. I will do El Clásico review probably on Friday or Saturday going into Sunday, just because obviously I think this is just for me to analyze what's gonna go down when it comes to Carvajal, what's his name, Trent and Hoyson. I still don't know whether or not they're gonna play. I heard rumors that they've been training, so at the moment I still don't know, and I wish I knew that information right now so I can actually talk about it Clasico. But yeah, today is just what we saw today in the Champions League, Juventus against Real Madrid, and man, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So look, Juventus is one of those teams, right? One of those teams that you know they're huge, man. They're huge. Not just because obviously the name Juventus is because of obviously because of the name, right? I think Juventus has a lot of history when it comes to Champions League, when it comes to like titles, because obviously they've been there a couple of times. So whenever I saw this matchup, I knew it was going to be difficult, right? But I didn't think it was going to be difficult for the reasons that I saw today, basically, if that makes any sense. The reason that I thought it was going to be difficult is because I thought Juventus was going to basically pick up from what they did in the past when it comes to how far they reached the Champions League, and lately they have not been doing that. Today, obviously, is their first loss in about 6 or 5 matches, but that doesn't mean they have been doing good. It means that they haven't even won in their past 5 matches. So they haven't lost, they haven't won. They've tied it in their past 5 matches in games that obviously were a little bit difficult, but it's just a bunch of ties. And today, I saw a little bit of why that is. So Juventus, in my perspective, what I see, right? What I see, I'm not a professional coach yet, right? But I've seen a couple of things, that I've noticing, right? And one of the things that I've noticed is, when it comes to Juventus, I feel like they're not critical when it comes to taking those chances, right? I'm pretty sure that let's go step by step, right? So Real Madrid Juventus start off the game really, really, good. I think they had like 3 shots, where they could have taken the lead, right? With Valovic, I think you got McKennie with one as well that Courtois had to go down. So, like I said, I think it was like 2 or 3 shots. I'm not sure the third one. I forgot which one it was, but there was 2 shots for sure that they were very, very good. And then obviously Real Madrid come back and they start pressuring. Now here's where I thought it was gonna be different. And we're gonna see that on Sunday, by the way, guys. And this is why I don't want to do the whole review, right? Because I really want to study this, right? What I thought that Juventus was gonna do is throw punches exactly how Madrid was gonna throw punches. What I mean by that, I didn't think that Juventus was gonna stay back in a low block and defend with 10 defenders. And you might say I'm lying, guys. Look at the clip again, look at the video again, look at the game again, and you see about 8 to 9 defenders, or just 8 to 9 players of Juventus defending in a matter of what, 20, 30 meters. And don't get me wrong, right? You're going against Real Madrid, which it's a fantastic club, a big club. You got players like Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., even Ibrahim, Jude, Arda Güler, right? I understand, but I am pretty sure, okay, guys, I am pretty sure that Barca's not gonna play that like that against us. I am so sure that Barca is gonna throw punches like we are. For me, like I don't want to get into much of a classical, right? But for me, I thought it was gonna be more as an, okay, you want to score a goal, I score a back goal. You score, I score. You score, I score. Like it's more like coming back, going them forward. And for a little bit of the game, we did see that. Like I said, in the second half, especially on the second half, I think that there was a lot of good chances that Juventus had, but and then it went all down, and then that's where Real Madrid tried to suffocate Juventus, and that's how the goal came to be, right? Vinicius gets the ball and outside the box. He dribbles in pass one, pass two, pass three, pass four. He hits it. He hits the post, and Jude obviously comes and finishes the chance. And one thing that I'm gonna say that I really really like about this Real Madrid that I haven't seen, I saw it a little bit, just a little tiny bit. Um, when Real Madrid smells blood, they go for it, right? And obviously that leaves a lot of exposure in the back, which, like I said, I am going to talk about this as well too before the Clásico. But we did see today that if you do have a good counter against Real Madrid, if you count on Real Madrid losing the ball while they're attacking, you're in a very very good scenario where you can counterattack really really easy. What I mean by that, there was a play where I think it was Militao got caught giving a pass or close to a pass, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a rebound, and then I think somebody from Juventus got it. He sent Vlahovic all the way, and Militao had to be chased. I had to chase Vlahovic for at least more than half the field, honestly. And that is the one thing that I'm scared of for Real Madrid. Like I said, I'm trying to wait on the whole Clásico because I do want to see if Huijsen comes back. I think if Huijsen comes back or Carvajal comes back for that in time, I think I'm not going to say we're going to be perfect, right? But I think we're going to be good. I think Huijsen has been very, very good when it comes to passing the ball. I don't think either. I mean, I think Militao is okay, but I don't think Asensio is very, very good on coming out the back with possession of the ball as well. I feel like at the same time, if we do miss a pass and if we do miss an opportunity, I think that we're going to be really really exposed. We did see Valverde exposed a little bit. We did see Carreras, but it's all back to down, right? It all comes down to how Barcelona, how these teams are going to plant themselves against Real Madrid. If there is a Barcelona that's going to go a low block, which I don't think they are, okay guys, I think Barcelona is going to come back and you want to fire, I'll fire too, If anything, I think Real Madrid is going to be the one with the low block, and we're going to be the ones counterattacking. But I don't see Real Madrid in the low block. I actually don't see it. I feel like it's going to be back and forth, back and forth. And I'm okay with that, guys. I'm really, really fine with that, scenario going down. If we lose against Barcelona, okay, if we lose against Barcelona 5-3, I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, we went for it too. You know what I mean? Juventus just played so safe today, and it was the most boring first half that I've ever seen in my entire life. They didn't, like I said, there was one or two, three chances, but after that, they didn't really do anything to Real Madrid. They were just waiting, low block, low block, low block. It was just so boring, man. For me, like I said, it came down to the last 15 minutes of the game, to the last 10 minutes of the game, to really see a game where, I don't know who's going to go. Honestly, one thing that I'm actually a little bit pissed about Real Madrid is that they didn't score a second one. I think we had a lot of good chances to score 2 goals today, but we didn't, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, I did compare, okay? I did compare the Girona, was it Girona? Yes, the Girona attackers not, basically taking their chances against Real Madrid. I don't want to see that on Sunday, man. If we have a chance, we need to score those chances, okay, Real Madrid? Because if we don't, it's gonna be very, very scary, man. It's gonna be a long day. So yeah, guys, for me, that's my review on the game that I did see today. Real Madrid did manage to win, did manage to stay up against Bayern Munich. With Bayern Munich, who have 12 points, and a couple other teams that had 12 points. And get basically a perfect path for the Champions League. So yeah, guys, like I said, the Clásico is coming on Sunday. Like I said, I will be doing a review on El Clásico on Saturday, I think, or Friday going into Saturday. I'll record it on Friday after I've known what's gonna happen to Carreras, to Huijsen, to Carvajal. I don't know if we are going to have a right back. If we do have a right back, that's going to be awesome because, like I said, we'll have Valverde running as well because if we want any chance against Barcelona, guys, we kind of need Valverde in our midfield instead of the right back. Don't get me wrong. I think Valverde is going to be doing an amazing job. He plays a right back. but that's not his position, man. I think that he's gonna do a pretty good job on Rashford. I think the key for to beating Barcelona is obviously Lamine Yamal. If we, or Pedri actually. I think Pedri is the key actually. But like I said, we'll leave that to Friday. But yeah, guys. Like I said, just adjust a couple more things on defense. I think we did pretty good job in creating chances. But yeah, we just had to basically finish those chances if we do have them. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be everything for this episode of the Champions League for Real Madrid. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Let's go.